Elvis Week, but what exactly does that mean?
Okay, so Elvis Week, it's going to be 48 years this week since Elvis passed away in 1977. So obviously there's a big anniversary in a couple of years' time, but what happens at Elvis Week is that since his passing, fans go to Graceland and they call it a candle vigil. So actually on the 16th, when he passed away, they all stand outside in the garden at Graceland with all the candles and remember him. There's a whole thing. But Elvis Week itself, there's things happening every day in Memphis and Graceland remembering Elvis. There's all different events that go on, but obviously the main event is on the 16th.
For the listeners who aren't aware, or who perhaps aren't aware of your connections with Elvis, how do you tie into it, and how will you be marking the anniversary?
I've been a fan since I was a kid, and also there hasn't been an Elvis song written about him as a tribute for him for a very long time. Strictly Elvis is an Elvis fan base that's been going since the 70s. So David Wade was the first one to ever think of the idea in 1972 to take Elvis fans from the UK to Vegas to watch Elvis Presley. So, and he called his company Strictly Elvis. So I thought Strictly Elvis is actually a really good name, like the one and only Strictly Elvis. And I wrote it in a way where it was if he was looking down, going, I can't believe people still remember me.
Do you see the younger generations picking up on Elvis?
Yeah, I do actually. Well, I've been promoting this song for a while now, doing loads of shows and stuff. And it's funny, I get I tell you, there's two things, right? I get between 8 to 12-year-olds go, I know Elvis. How do you know Elvis? Oh, Lilo and Stitch. And you think, oh, right, okay, right. And then you get the teenagers and in their 20s that come up to me and go, oh, I really love Elvis. I say, how's that? Well, I watched the Baz Luhrmann film. With Austin Butler. So
I think that was really Austin Butler was fantastic, and Baz Luhrmann is amazing anyway.
Yeah.
And I think that was also a turning point in introducing Elvis to a whole new generation.
Yeah, and that's the key. And that was really good. So I see that all along. And I think someone like Elvis, just to say, I was only seeing something this morning where they were saying, you've had Michael Jackson, you've had Frank Sinatra and everything, but there's no big house like Elvis's. It's the most visited house in America, apart from the White House. It's a great land. Fans are still playing my songs. But there's something about Elvis that when people go there, the music is what entices you, but the guy had done so much in 21 years of being famous, like movies and everything else, that when you go there, he's got collections of Harley Davidsons and cars and gold records, so people are attracted to also this time capsule left from the 60s and 70s when they go there,
But of course, it's also his life was cut short,
yes.
And so whenever someone's life is cut short, that also generates a lot of interest anyway.
That's right. Yeah, I think that did. He was obviously very, very famous anyway before he passed away. But I think you're right that there's something in most people that pass away early, but especially with Elvis, it's just I think it's getting bigger in a way. Yeah, there's so much interest around him, and also a lot of famous people, like big artists like Bruce Springsteen and other, say, oh, it wasn't for Elvis, I wouldn't have picked up a guitar when I first saw him on television on the Ed Sullivan Show. So there's so much within the industry and fans that love Elvis.
How did you go about writing the song? What's the process of starting off? Do you put the words down first, or do you find the melody? How do you begin?
With this Elvis, because I grew up with Elvis, knowing his story anyway, when I was asked to do this song, I picked the guitar up. In an hour, I sort of had the song, because everything was in my head about, oh, will they remember me? And his song titles, like, Love Me Tender, I'll Be Loving You. These sort of song titles just come out of my head like that, And it was one of those strange ones that happened within an hour. I just had the whole thing,
And Elvis's wife, Priscilla,
yeah.
Has she heard it?
Yeah, she has, and she really likes it, helping his legacy too.
So for people who want to listen to the single, to buy it, how can they go about that?
Yeah, well, the single's out everywhere on Spotify, iTunes, all over the world, and and it's just anywhere where you listen to your records and
But it would be lovely if it could make an impact on Elvis Week, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, definitely, and already it's charted. It's definitely a great thing for his legacy. Fans are still playing my song, Strictly Elvis.